Welcome back, everybody, to Color Break, your third favorite comic book podcast. This is episode number 49, the big 49, close to 50, dude. I'm here with my buddy Christian. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing great, actually. Just got out of work and immediately hopped on this. So,
I know, dude. Christian's a busy man, busy work schedule. So we got him here for about an hour, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be talking about Zdarsky's Batman run just wrapped up, so we're gonna cover it. Christian just like marathon read like half of it today.
I read from issue. I could tell you.
Like I think your text was like 143 or something like that.
Yeah, from 143 to 157.
I think that's literally half of the run. So we're gonna cover it, guys. We're gonna get into it. Zdarsky's Batman. We're also gonna be doing a segment we've done in the past: reading, watching, playing. So if you guys like me and Christian just yapping to each other about recommendations, stuff we've been watching, reading, or playing, stick around for that. And at the tail end of the video, depending on how much time we've got, I'm going to make Christian tell me about Megacon, dude. Because, Christian and I would try to hit up as many cons as we can in the year. Maybe Megacon is the one to hit up. Like, start the year with Megacon.
Pretty cool.
Right?
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Because then we go into C2E2, and then we go into maybe New York or whatever, right? So
or
maybe
SDCC.
Those are the three.
Yeah.
SDCC maybe. So maybe
Comic-Con
Megacon's the way to go. Maybe not that one, but maybe Megacon, dude. So depending on how Christian, how it went for him,
I will say about
adding Megacon.
About Comic-Con Ecuador, Josh Ratner is going to be going, and I think it's
a wild guess.
How I Met Your Mother. He plays Ted.
The guy who plays Ted's going. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. It must be big in Ecuador. How I Met Your Mother.
Hey, listen, I don't know.
Listen, dude. Let's get into it though, Christian. Because I've been waiting. I've been waiting to talk about Zdarsky's Batman. Yeah. Now that the run has finally concluded, dude. Let me ask you this to start it off. Overall thoughts, I guess.
I think it was a good run.
Okay.
I could buy if they release like an Omni, I would buy it.
Ooh, that'd be a nice little Omni. So give you guys the numbers, right? I guess I didn't do an exact count, so it's not an exact numbers there.
It's definitely not an exact.
I did because I think what a lot of people are gonna do, and I think it's kind of fair to do it. You compare the Batman run by Zdarsky, you compare the Daredevil run by Zdarsky.
Yeah.
So I counted the just to compare the numbers here. On Batman, Zdarsky's got around like 30. Right? I think it was like 32 or something like that. On Daredevil, he's got 36 plus 14 because they gave him two number one. Like they gave him 2 volumes. Yeah. Because it was broken up by Devil's Reign in the middle, which is like a pretty decent chunk of men.
I did read most of his Daredevil. I think I've read mostly after, like when he has like the big beard. That's most of what I read, I think. Which is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly right. So I think a lot of people, and they might be comparing the two. So it's interesting. So you say that the run overall with Zdarsky, what would you get it out of 10? Like a rough gut check, like especially now that you've read like half of it today.
I think the high points were high and the low points were like okay. I didn't have anything I could be like, oh, I hate this.
Right.
I could. Do you want to like after this? Do you want to rank the arcs?
I thought about doing a tier list, but I didn't have it ready in time because I thought
we
that
can
would
rank them. If you do the list, we can rank them for sure.
I've got them here on the side.
Good.
So yeah,
I would give it
rank
like
them right now, or okay,
like a 7.5 to 8, which is good.
That is good. That is really good. Yeah.
7.5 to 8.
Let me ask you this, right? How did you feel about it from an art perspective, right? Obviously got Jorge Jimenez on like a good chunk of it, right? But
I love Jorge.
When he's not there, how are you feeling about it overall?
I think we were spoiled by Scott Snyder's Batman a little bit too much,
right?
Because that one's just consistency, like most of the way through, right?
Yep.
And Jorge Jimenez being like one of my favorite Batman artists for sure.
Okay.
Which he's coming back, by the way.
Right. I want to get into that. Should we do that? You want to do that now? Does that make sense to do that now or after we talk about Zdarsky? Because I have it ready to go.
we can do like a quick one, but I will say about like the art.
Yeah.
The Jimenez stuff,
Right.
phenomenal. But if you want to know like the parts that piss me off, I feel like once we rank them, you'll know exactly. And I think we match pretty much.
I know it, dude. Yeah. So I guess my thoughts overall, right? I think because I was alluding to kind of like comparing it to Daredevil. I don't think this kind of reached the heights that his Daredevil run had. I think going into it, a lot of people expected it to like oh, he's coming off this Daredevil run, dude. He's coming on Batman. Let's go. I think, but not to. I don't think it's Zdarsky's fault, to be honest with you, because all the failsafe stuff is really good. I think when you kind of lose it is when you got like the Gotham War stuff.
You have
power.
I think you have 3 definitive moments that like if it was like this throughout the whole thing, it would have been a perfect run. Failsafe.
Yep.
You have Dark Prison.
Yep.
And then you have the last one.
Right.
Whatever the last one is, like City or whatever.
Yep. I wish it's like Dead City or something like that.
Yeah. Those 3, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I no complaints, no problem.
Yep.
It's the ones in between I feel that kind of like
because I didn't even mention it. Night Terrors too. That like breaks everything up as well.
Night Terrors. I think it was broken up by a lot of things that were not his fault. Exactly. I think like in City of War, like the Gotham War was not horrible. Like it definitely brought some interesting things. Like the Jason Todd aspect of it is really cool. How he breaks down Jason Todd mentally.
It's pretty like messed up, and I'm glad he kind of resolved it to a point. I kind of maybe wish he dug in a little bit more, but it's really compelling. It's a good point, like that whole arc there. Yeah. Let me ask you this, because you brought up the Red Hood, right? Something I really appreciated from the Zdarsky run was maybe not so much like the Bat family as a whole. Like he had some moments with the rest of the Bat family, but it's mostly like Nightwing or Tim Drake, which Tim Drake is like he's my favorite Robin, I think. So all the moments with Tim Drake were great.
Okay, I see that. I think he Dick Grayson had some shining moments earlier on more than anything. But yeah, I think mainly Tim Drake was like, and Jason Todd I think was the biggest player there, because a lot of the story centered around Jason Todd being basically destroyed by Batman. But if you want to rank them, we can do that.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Okay, so you brought it up, right? So first off, we started with Failsafe. Okay, then we went into Batman of Gotham. Yes. That was the one where he's all time travel hopping.
That's the multiverse.
Yeah, so a little point on that one. And Year of the Collector, I asked for write-ins, and he wrote in too. He said that it canonized 3 Jokers into continuity. That whole like multiverse hopping thing like explained why there were so many different versions of the Joker. So anyways, so that was an arc there, the Gotham Batman of Gotham. Then we had Night Terrors, which I have a feeling that's going to be
we count that? I don't think we should count that.
Yeah, we don't have to. That was just in the order. And then we got Gotham War.
Yeah.
And then we've got Mind Bomb.
Which one was that?
Mind Bomb was before Year 1. He was like, it was only like 2 arcs or 2 issues. It wasn't like a super long thing. I think it was like a 2 or 3 thing. Anyways, and then there's Joker Year 1.
Okay.
Which.
Yeah.
And then there was Dark Prisons, which you were saying that was pretty sick, which I think I agree.
Yeah.
Absolute Power. And then the last one.
I see which one Mind Bomb is. Which wasn't bad.
Right,
it's just contained in another trade paperback. That's why I was confused. I'm looking at the trades.
I got you. Yeah.
I would put that in like the bad. It's between the. I don't even know where to put it. But yeah, let's go for it.
All right, let's say. I'm gonna say Night Terrors. We don't have to count it. Let's just count it last, dude. That one's just.
And Gotham War as well, like War in Gotham, whatever the hell.
Yeah, so there was 9. So let's say Night Terrors was 9. What are we saying second to last here?
Ooh,
including
Batman of Gotham.
Power.
Batman of Gotham.
Batman of Gotham. as second to last. So the thing about Batman at Gotham, right? I think it was the art was kind of not the best part, right?
100%. And not to shit up the artist, it's just not my type of, because it's agreed.
Mike Hawthorne.
Oh, Mike Hawthorne?
Yeah, I was flipping through it earlier.
I know they had a couple artists, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so second to last was Batman of Gotham. So you were saying next up's probably Gotham War. I think, dude, Joker Year One. That was like, because of the AI controversy.
Right. Yeah, the AI controversy was there, and then I would put Absolute Power just because I really didn't care for it.
Okay, right on.
Because I didn't read the event as a whole.
The event. So as someone who did, I'm fine with leaving it where it is. I think that's probably where I would put it. As someone who read the event, I thought it was pretty good tie-ins. Like, all things considered, it sucks that Zdarsky keeps getting brought into things when he just wants to do his, do his thing.
And it wasn't bad. Like, out of like compared to like, if we're ranking it next to Night Terrors, it was phenomenal. But it just wasn't what I wanted.
Right. All right. So then next up, probably. Oh, you said Gotham War. We'll put that at 5. So now we just have Failsafe, Mind Bomb, Dark Prisons, and the last one.
I put Mind Bomb.
Okay, so Mind Bomb at 4. Now we just have the last one, Dark Prisons, and Failsafe.
Dying City.
Okay, you'd put Dying City there
as a third. Yeah. And then I would go. It's either or with Failsafe or Dark Prisons. I really like the concept of Dark Prisons. That's my thing, and I feel like. But if you think about it, you cannot have Mind Prisons without Failsafe.
Dude, that... Okay, so like... close your eyes, dude. Remember back in the day, bro? When the first Zdarsky stuff was coming out, that shit was so tight, dude. With Failsafe and everything.
I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah.
The fight in Gotham Manor.
Okay.
In Wayne Manor. In Wayne Manor. Where it's like in flames. And Failsafe is just beating his ass. Yeah, that's number 1.
And then like Superman comes in.
Yeah. No, that's number 1. The whole Justice League comes in.
Yeah. That's got to be number 1. I agree. But listen, so I mean, now that we've gone
Dark
through
Prisons is a close second, honestly.
Agreed. And I think that's the thing, right? So I have it here on the side, and it's kind of like an explanation that Chip Zdarsky put on his Substack for why he left. He was saying that it was his choice to go. Like, he wanted to like make sure that was known. He was saying that he kind of thought he was done. Him and Jorge were done when they finished the Failsafe Zur story. And then also his editor left from DC. They went over to Skybound Image doing like Transformers G.I. Joe stuff. So he was like, what am I going to do? Like, I have to start like a whole new, like pretty much starting like a whole new run.
Yeah.
Like there was no like foundation to go off of, I guess. So he said that just before C2E2, before we saw him, he was telling DC that he would like to go at some point. And they asked if you could do one more arc in October. Obviously, that's the Dying City that we were just referring to. So yeah, dude. So Zdarsky's gone, dude. We just
no hard feelings, just no.
Yeah.
Just passion wasn't there. The game was over.
No, so it's interesting because one of the things he said is that he just had like other priorities. So it's like, and to his credit, he had a great run on Batman. He finished the Zur stuff.
Oh,
he's like, it's not a priority anymore writing Batman, which to me that's kind of crazy. But
it's kind of sick to be like, it's sick to be like, you know what, I'm good. It's like, I don't need the biggest.
It's like it's my number 3 thing. Like, I'm doing other stuff, like writing Batman. It's like, so whatever, dude.
But good run, dude. Phenomenal run.
When you lay it out, dude, I think that even though it was kind of short, all things considered, like 30 odd issues, I think he got into a lot of different cool stuff with the.
I think
Zur was cool, which dude, I was getting to that, dude. Like his kind of appreciation and reverence for the Batman lore. Because he had another series, a Batman series, kind of like an origin story. It's called Batman the Knight.
Yeah.
Where each issue kind of focused on Bruce learning like a skill from someone he learned from to become Batman. So like he really loves like the Batman like lore and lineage and Zur, and it kind of felt like a Grant Morrison, because I had just read the Grant Morrison Omnibus Volume 1. So Yeah, man. When you lay it all out like this, a 7.5, a 7 probably for me.
Yeah.
Maybe 7.5. I think that's probably where I
7.5,
would.
I think it's fair.
Yeah, which, you know, to your
That's a good score.
To your point, dude, you cut out the night terror stuff. Like, you cut out the fat dude and you trim it down.
Yeah.
This is kind of sick. Like, if it was just like the Zur,
yeah,
like hardcover, and it's like 24 issues or something like that.
I think people, like, when they rank things 1 through 10,
Yep,
they see 5 as a bad thing.
right.
But 5 just means it's like, I'll do it, you know?
Right.
5 is like a midpoint. Midpoints are good. So 7.5 is a very, like, 10 is perfect. There's no 10s. Right. Let's be honest.
Right.
Because even, like, we always glaze Nice House on the Lake.
Right, we do. That's like a 9.8. That's like a 9.8.
That's like a 9.5. Because, like, we talked about it, the release, it's hard to keep track of the characters. Like, and that's like my favorite story. It's not a 10. Yep. There's no 10s. They don't exist.
It's a good point,
7.5. It's pretty tight.
Especially for Batman, because like some of the Batman stuff you be reading, like, you know, a lot of people complain about Batman stuff. All things considered, this is a great run. I've got 3. Oh, sorry.
I give this a 7.5. I get the Scott Snyder one an 8, maybe.
There you go. Yeah, okay. So it's up there, dude. It's up there in that kind of level. I've got 3 write-ins real quick. So Chris Collects, just asking about the Chip Zdarsky stuff. He says he really enjoyed it overall. He says that the Batman Catwoman war was probably the weakest point. I don't know if it was the weakest, but
no,
you know, I'm not going to fight you.
There was enjoyable moments, but I'm not going to fight him on it. I just don't respect him anymore.
Right. He says that a highlight for him is when Batman fell from space with just his suit.
Yeah.
So, dude, just the epic moments. Like, Chip Zdarsky knew how to bring that.
Yeah.
In that last issue that you just read.
Yeah.
When he's landing the plane with his.
Yeah. He shoots the wings.
That stuff's sick, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I had a moment reading that where I was like, I know he's Batman, but he's still human. Right. There has to be a part of him that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Right.
And it was like that panel where he's like shooting the wings that I was like, there has to be a part of him that's freaking out.
Dude, I don't know, bro. He's Batman. I don't know what to tell you. Year of the Collector. Buddy, friend of the show. He says that Zdarsky's run on Batman was like a psychological thriller. It has some really high highs and some really low lows. Gotham War had a good premise, but it was poorly executed. And then he talks about Joker Year 1 and how it was the weakest point. And then the part where he brought up the 3 Jokers being canonized. And then finally, this gets into the next real quick. The passing of the baton, guys. Now that Chip Zdarsky's run is ending, we have Hush 2 that we're not going to talk about on this podcast. We're talking about what's next, guys, just real quickly, because we got a new creative team coming in.
After Hush 2?
After Hush 2. Did you hear about this?
Good. I know the artist.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Batman #1 is starting in September. This is after Hush 2. New run on Batman from Matt Fraction. Writing.
Love it. Oh, I didn't know it was Matt Fraction, dude.
Because you've read the Fraction Hawkeye run.
I read the first volume.
I got you. Dude, so Fraction, right? And then you have Jorge Jimenez. Hot take time. You guys want to hear a hot take about Batman? Batman hot take time? I'm kind of disappointed that Jorge Jimenez is coming back. And I'll just say it because, man, he's been doing Batman for a long time. Not that it's a bad thing by any means. I was getting into this on my YouTube video for the week.
Go for it.
But I was just going to say that, man, because James Tynion IV had him for the end of his run. Yeah. And then you have this Chip Zdarsky stuff. And then we're getting him for the Matt Fraction stuff.
I'll give you this. I'll put it like this. This is my counter argument.
Lay it on me, dude.
It was the end of the Tynion run.
Okay.
And really look at the amount of issues. How much was he in the Zdarsky run?
So I was looking at it. So to your credit, but here's the thing. It's because a lot of the issues he had to do double time with Tony S. Daniel.
Yeah.
So to your point, it's like if it's a Jorge Jimenez issue, you know, maybe like 2 of the pages are Tony S. Daniel.
Yeah.
So to your point, it wasn't all the way Jorge Jimenez. And then you had the guest issues with Mike Hawthorne for probably like, 7 out of the 30 or whatever.
And then there's in City, the Dying City, there's another artist as well.
I think Tony, I think Daniel doing double duties with Jimenez.
Most of them except for the last day. I think the last issue is all Jimenez.
Maybe.
So maybe he did 2/3 of the run.
Actually, Daniel did some of it on the last one too.
Yeah, so maybe he did 2/3 of the run.
That's a good counterpoint. It's like, give him like a full, but that's the thing. Is it going to be a full, or is it going to have to do some split time with?
If it's a full Jimenez run, I'm totally down.
I gotcha. Then I'm down too. Because the pictures they released, it's going back to the gray suit.
Yeah, with the blue.
Yeah, the gray and blue with the new Batmobile and everything.
He seems excited. Jorge?
Yeah.
I saw him recently.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. Jimenez said, for this new chapter, we're crafting a revamped aesthetic. Bringing back Batman's blue suit is in a definitive way. He says that the change is classic and fresh. At the same time, he's been working on changing Gotham City's visual identity. It's going to have a slight pop influence. So some subtle nods to classic stories while keeping the dark and ominous feel of contemporary Batman. So it seems like, it's going in a new direction. It's still going to have the Jimenez foundation, but he's trying to do a new thing with it. So
I'm excited, dude.
Yeah.
Because Jorge Jimenez is pretty good.
Just an interesting note real quickly. I was looking at Matt Fraction, like what he's been up to, because I'm like, what is Matt Fraction? He hasn't been doing like a ton of comics the last like 3 years. He's been doing a lot of TV stuff. So there's that show on Apple. It's the Monsters show, like the Godzilla show.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Heard
like
a lot Monarch. Of good things.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. So I guess Matt Fraction like wrote that or something, or show ran it or something like that. So he's been doing that. Now he's going back to comics. And
I like Matt Fraction.
Yeah,
I like myself a Matt Fraction comic.
So then in regards to that, Captain Cody, friend of the show, Captain Cody says, I can't wait for the Fraction Jimenez run. The return of the blue and gray is a big W for me. So yeah, dude, looking forward to the, Fraction Jimenez Batman #1 starting in September, guys.
I think if you have any feeling like maybe it shouldn't be Jimenez, I want you to remember Bruce Wayne's open dress shirt.
No, it's true. That's the thing, dude. So like to me, it's like DC has like they have like a house style that they're trying to stick to, especially for Batman. It was like their premier title, so they're not going to get more experimental. I was kind of hoping for it.
I think if we're going Batman, it has to be that, or it has to be like a Hayden Sherman. Like if you want to go experimental.
Hayden Sherman is real busy. I'll send you a picture real quick.
Yeah, no. But what I mean is like if you're going the experimental route, Hayden Sherman is closer to what DC would go for.
I see what you're saying. So this was my pick, and this is what I was trying to shout from the rooftops. That's a terrible picture.
Who's that?
His name is Jorge Fornia, so a different Jorge, but just look at his. To me,
it's year one.
Exactly, it's a Machu Kelly inspired. Like that's the look he's going for. So to me,
that's sick.
You got the Fraction and Aha, like Hawkeye kind of vibe. I'll put it up on the screen.
Yeah,
but for Batman, so you get the Fournier's Fraction kind of collab. I thought that would have been kind of sick, but they're going with the Jimenez, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, they should just go for like a Simmons or something.
That'd be dude, Martin Simmons, brother, on Batman. That'd be dope. All right, so real quickly, guys, I was alluding to the passing of the torch. You guys might be wondering, what the hell is Chip Zdarsky going to be doing now, dude? I don't know if Chrisian knows.
Probably some cool shit. Nah, but it's probably going to be cool.
Chip Zdarsky is running over to Marvel. He's jumping ship. He's tired of DC. He's doing the Captain America run.
Yes. Okay.
With Valerio. I hope this isn't how you pronounce it. Shiti?
Okay, I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of Captain America comics.
Gotcha, yeah.
Given that it is Zdarsky, we'll pick up #1.
Pick up #1. All right.
Because he was my first Batman run.
Okay.
I mean, like, since his Batman run has come out, like, it started coming out, I've been, like, catching up on the other ones.
Mm.
But I'm good. I mean, listen, maybe he can make Captain America interesting for me. If he handles it like he handled a failsafe, yeah, let's go for it.
Keep them busy for a second. I just gotta close my door real quick.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna say nothing.
Keep my wife out, dude. So listen, guys.
I said absolutely nothing.
Did you, Chrisian? Did you read the series Avengers Twilight?
Yes, phenomenal.
Written by Chip Zdarsky, obviously. So that's really what gives me the hope for this series, dude. The Captain America.
Yeah, I think Zdarsky is like it can be like a subdued Donny Cates.
Ooh, I like that, dude.
He's Donny Cates with like training wheels in a good sense.
It's nice and steady. It's less maybe chaotic. It's like
because Donny Cates will be like, "Oh, I'm just throwing everything at you."
Right. Chip Zdarsky's like, "I'll throw some stuff at you, but I'm gonna build it up." Donny
Cates said once like, "Oh, whatever's in the sandbox, I will play with. Like, I'll play with everything that's in the sandbox, something like that."
I love that.
I think Chip Zdarsky would get the things from the sandbox and then be like, "Okay, let's think about it."
Let's think
what
about
works from this. Donny Cates would just throw all of it in, which is still cool. I love Donny Cates.
Right. But so yeah, I mean, so like on Captain America. So the thing about it is, it's Captain America when he first came out of the ice, I guess. Like around that time.
Phenomenal. Then I'm excited.
So
because it feels like an origin without the origin.
Exactly. It's like a Captain America Year One type shit.
I'm good with that. Actually, now I want to read it. That got me excited.
All right, hell yeah, dude. I'm excited too, man.
Let's go for it.
And the art they've released so far looks great. I'm not too familiar
I haven't
with
seen it, but
Sheety's work, but you know,
I haven't seen it. But let me look it up.
Yeah, if you look up probably Zdarsky Captain America, probably come up. But yeah, man. So Captain America #1, Chip Zdarsky, Turncloak, stabbing DC in the back. That's gonna be the title.
This looks pretty good, dude.
Chip Zdarsky betrays DC Comics.
That's a good. Actually, yeah. No, let's go for
that. So yeah, guys, that's us covering Chip Zdarsky's Batman run, but also looking forward, right? Because you got the Fraction Jimenez coming up, and you got Chip Zdarsky moving over to Marvel with Captain America.
That means fucking Matt Fraction left Marvel.
Yeah, because I don't know if Matt Fraction. I'm trying to think if he's done a DC anything. So
I can't think of a single thing.
No,
I cannot remember a single thing Matt Fraction has done for DC. Cannot remember a single thing Matt Fraction has done for DC in his life.
Me neither, dude. Chrisian, you know what time it is? Our favorite segment.
Probably watching, playing, reading, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. It can be in either three order. It doesn't really matter.
Let's go for it.
How do we do this for? I guess maybe we just go back and forth. One thing to one thing. Okay. Not super, super long, but just
let's do categories. Let's do each category.
Okay. What do you want to start with? Books first, or watching, or
whatever you want? Throw it at me.
Let's start with watching, dude. Because let me just say right now, guys, we're so fucking back, dude. We're so fucking back, dude. Me and the wife, we're getting hyped because there's Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
There's Survivor.
Okay.
And there's White Lotus.
Okay.
Back. So almost, half of the week, once a night, half the week we got something to watch. It's great. The one thing I'll say, so Survivor is obviously one of the best shows of all time, game shows. This season they're allowing us to vote, like all the audience, you can go and vote for aspects that they'll change in season 50. So if we want them to have no rice, we can vote no rice. So
no
to
Jeff
me,
Pro. I'm kidding.
So to me, it's like, audience, shut up or put up. You guys complain that they have rice sometimes. If you want to make season 50 the hardest season of all time, let's do it. Let's vote and let's make it really tough for them.
Okay, that's good. That sounds exciting.
And then real quickly, White Lotus. It's directed, created, and written by the guy who did School of Rock, Mike White.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy.
And
White
a lot
Lotus
of his
so
he was in Survivor.
Yeah. He was in Survivor. That's why, it's kind of he's put some of the Survivor.
A bunch of the Survivor, his crew. I watched TikTok. I think I sent it to you. Probably.
I think you did send that to me actually. Yeah. So loving White Lotus, dude. We're back.
That's
Walter
good.
Goggins, brother. Come on.
Walton Goggins. I love Walton Goggins.
Love Walton Goggins. And then
Walton Goggins.
Yellow Jackets. Got Elijah Wood in it, guys. The return of one of me and my wife's favorite shows.
He's over there somewhere.
He's over there. But he's not in it that much, guys. We need more Elijah Wood. We
just need more Elijah Wood in our lives.
I know. We're going to be seeing him.
Yeah, we will be seeing him.
So with that being said, dude, I got 3 other shows, but I'll throw it to you. What are some things you've been watching?
We're in a little bit of a, not by choice, but by coincidence, a little bit of an Ella Purnell kick.
Okay, yep.
Because I started watching Sweet Pea, which is her show. It's from England. It's really good.
Is she English? Like, does she have an English accent?
Yeah, she's British. Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called, being British. Yeah.
I started watching Sweet Pea, which is really good, and you would like it. It's she's like a really like quiet person, sort of like. Did you watch like The Middle?
It's a funny show, isn't that
Yeah, no, but remember Sue Heck? How like no one acknowledged her.
Maybe
she was like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like no one, just this girl. No one sees her there. She got bullied in high school, and like she works at an office. Like people don't even say hi. She's a receptionist. People just throw like their coats at her, and then like when she just can't take it, she just kills someone, and she just starts killing people. Really good show, phenomenal, and that
sounds awesome. I mean, what's that amazing. On? What's the streaming on?
Stars probably or something.
Fuck, how am I gonna watch it on Stars, brother?
I'll find you a way to watch. It's probably on Hulu. You can watch it or something. It's good. It's really good.
All right, Sweet Pea. I'm writing it down because that sounds great on concept. Wife would love that, I'm sure.
And then
Sweet Pea. Yep.
2 episodes in, Yellow Jackets.
You are watching Yellow Jackets.
I am watching Yellow Jackets. Once again, Ella Purnell. That's why I'm saying like bit of a coincidence, but Ella Purnell's in both of those shows.
She is in both. Yep. You've been watching. You watched Fallout like a while ago.
I watched all of Fallout.
Okay. So I'm glad you're watching Yellow Jacket. This is great news.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. Well, you've been recommended it for so long that it just seemed stupid not to watch. I mean,
those first 2 episodes are so good, dude. Like the plane going down and everything.
No, it's phenomenal. It's really good, and she's great in it.
She is great. She is a standout character for sure.
Yeah, and what's that other? Because I would say like standout right now as far as what I've seen is her, and then I mean Sophie Thatcher is great. She's in Companion and all those. But Melanie Linsky, she plays the older Shauna. Phenomenal.
The older Shauna, yeah. I mean, she's great. She's in like Fargo and
she's in The Last of Us. 2.5 Men.
I don't know, but I'm not too familiar with 2.5 Men. That was never a show that I was vibing with.
No, I didn't. My grandpa watched it, I think. But
so just those 2 for Ella Purnell?
No, for Ella Purnell, yeah. I mean, Fallout is complete. I've been watching MasterChef Celebrity Ecuador.
MasterChef Celebrity Ecuador. So only celebrities from Ecuador?
Yeah. But I mean, give it like being truly honest. If you give me like 2 months, I could just like 200 more followers. I could probably be on that show. So not to the art celebrities, but there are a lot of like influencers in it, which is cool. Yeah. I mean, I'm watching the show clearly, so I can't talk shit.
Yeah, exactly. You can't talk shit.
And then I've been watching a lot of soccer.
A lot of soccer.
I used to go to soccer games a lot when I lived in Ecuador, and since moving here, I stopped.
Do you go to what's the team that play with Messi? Right? Is he on?
Well, I've seen him here, like in Inter Miami, but like I used to watch a lot of Ecuadorian soccer, and this like 2 weeks ago, I just decided to like my 2 best friends, my cousin and my siblings, to start a fantasy soccer league.
Oh, nice.
With the Ecuadorian teams, like just the Ecuadorian league. Nice. So I've been watching every fucking game.
I love
the teams that they don't even know I'm there, dude.
Yeah.
I've been watching all the games. So that's been fun, kind of reconnecting with my culture.
That's sick, dude.
That's what I've been watching.
I love it, dude. That's what Christian's been watching, guys. I've got three more shows I want to talk about, but I kind of grouped them in, guys. For some reason, they're all on Apple, and they all start with an S, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
I got 2: Severance,
Yep.
Silo.
Yep.
Ooh, what's the last one?
You've seen it. You've seen the last one. Maybe you haven't seen the last season. Maybe you didn't catch up.
Oh, Shrinking.
Yeah, dude. So, dude, Apple TV kind of fucking slams,
good.
man.
So good. I haven't watched Severance or Silo, but I watched Hello Tomorrow.
Okay,
that you will love that show.
Okay, all right. Ooh,
that's so your show.
Hello Tomorrow. So, dude, like, so I've talked about Silo in the past, right? You guys have heard me yapping about Silo.
Yeah.
The season 2 was really good. Maybe season 1 was better, but season 2 is definitely still solid. Shrinking, just an insanely awesome show. So heartwarming. Jason Segel, Harrison Ford are both therapists, trying to help their clients get through some stuff. They're going through a lot of stuff themselves. Really sad. Like, one moment you'll be crying, then you'll be laughing, then you're crying from laughing, then you're sad again.
You know how often I quote Shrinking?
Oh, okay.
There's 2 quotes from Shrinking that I say all the time. It's
lay it on.
Fastest growing sport in America.
Right. Yep.
Pickleball.
In reference to pickleball.
Whenever someone says pickleball, like, what is that? I'm like, fastest growing sport in America.
Of course.
And then fuck you, Phoebe Bridgers. Every time the end comes on, I say,
you just gotta yell it.
I love it, dude. It's such a good show, and honestly, it should have won every award, and it's getting nothing.
Because true. Actually, it's a revelation, and it's not winning. It's not getting any recognition. Because, dude, I was like, "Whoa, how are they going to do season 2? Like, what are you even talking about?"
Oh,
they killed it, bro. They killed it.
I haven't caught up yet. Like, I've watched most of it.
I got you.
But, like, dude, Jason Segel, Jessica Williams, also in the show. Everyone's great. I have no complaints. And putting Brett Goldstein in was such a good choice.
It's genius. Yeah, it's a really complicated dynamic that really spices things up, dude. So Shrinking is really good. And then the third S, guys, Severance. This show is awesome. This show is so good.
I've watched clips.
Oh, so you watch clips? So you haven't watched Severance, dude? No. God,
I would love
it. This new word that I've been throwing around because it's super sick. It's called acronistic, which I guess means like of a time, like it's of a period.
So chrono means time.
Yeah, so it's like, in this show Severance, it's all like retro but still kind of modern. Like all the cars they're driving are kind of like 90s 80s cars, but they're like of working condition and everything. The entire show is all about you get your personality split into
severed.
You get severed into 2. You have your work personality and your home personality. They both don't know the memories of each other or the experiences of each other. So you're going down your elevator to start your work day. You go, and then you turn into your work self, and he has no idea the other dude's like middle name, and he doesn't know what he ate for breakfast or whatever.
Yeah, it's basically what I do for the podcast.
Yeah, right. So this is a completely different person from Christian's normal personality, but no, it's this really interesting, like, like free will, like what is a human, like are your experiences what make you a human, like all this kind of crazy questions that there's all these like love triangles with the work people and then like a real person, and it's sick. Really crazy stuff, dude.
That's sick, actually.
Because the work people, they're like stuck down there. The work personalities, like there's no sunlight. They don't even know what trees are and grass and stuff like that. But every day they just are doing this job, and it's like this really confusing, like getting rid of
I've seen the computer. I have.
And we don't know, and it's like this mystery, like what does the company actually do? Like what are they doing down there?
I was gonna post this in my story today, just here at the office.
Yeah, there you go, dude. Yep. And like it's based on, it's kind of inspired by that game, The Stanley Parable. I don't know if you know it, but it's like this really like trippy, like workplace.
It sounds
you're
great,
a cog in the
honestly.
machine type of vibe.
Yeah, and, no, the concept on its own is really good, and
Adam Scott is so good, dude.
Apple really has really good. Ben Stiller, man, congratulations.
Yeah, Ben Stiller. I didn't know Ben Stiller. I didn't know he had it like that. The sauce. I didn't know he was sauced up like that, brother.
Ben Stiller's really good, dude.
Yeah, because this show is killer. Like the soundtrack to the just the whole vibe, dude. It's like, I don't know, dude. It's very scary too. It's a thriller, right? So it's kind of
I found out recently that Ben Stiller get offered to direct Good Will Hunting.
interesting.
And he was like, they were like, oh, but you have to like, these are the actors, and he was like, no, if I can't cast them, then I won't do it. Who are they?
Interesting.
And
yeah, who are these nobodies? Like, they're going no way.
That made me think like, oh, he's been directing for a while. If he got offered,
no, I think he started with directing. Yeah, I was like reading his wiki, and I was like, went down a Ben Stiller rabbit hole.
Watched Zoolander too many times.
Yeah, you just think he's like the Zoolander guy or the Tropic Thunder guy, but it's like, nah, dude, he's got the sauce, and he's directing Severance like it's going on right now. It's on episode 7 of season 2, so it's ongoing. There's going to be a new episode tonight. Oh, nice. So
I'll catch up.
It's super sick. So that's what I've been watching. That's a lot of
watch
stuff.
Hello Tomorrow, dude.
I wrote it down.
Dude, it's about a guy who's like sells like houses on the moon, but it's like a retrofuturistic like Fallout type of vibe.
There you go.
He sells it, but you don't know. But here's the thing: I haven't finished it. It's phenomenal. You don't know if they're actually selling the houses. You know what I mean? There's something going on.
I love that mystery. I love I love a mystery.
You would love it. Hank Azaria's in it. I know you like Hank Azaria.
But dude, that's I wrote that down. Hello Tomorrow, and that's what we've been watching, guys. So that's a lot of yapping. Should we get on to reading, dude?
Reading, let's go. Because my playing is gonna be real short. But let's.
You're playing?
Yeah, for watching, reading, playing.
Oh, you're playing. Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Dude, tell me some stuff you've been reading.
Misery.
There you go, Stephen King. It's a snowy day here in Maine. It's very Stephen King-like out there.
I've been reading Misery. I've been reading, Dungeon Crawler Carl, the series. I just finished book number 2.
Dude, you gotta tell. So explain to me what the RPG part of. Explain to me how the book like works, I guess, or even like, it's an RPG book. Carl, I guess I don't get it.
Dungeon Crawler Carl is. The world ends. Like, this guy steps out of his house because his girlfriend's cat ran out.
Yep.
And it's kind of funny because he had just broken up with his girlfriend, like over the phone. She went on vacation and posted pictures with some guy.
Okay.
He breaks up with her, but he's like, I got the cat. I'll take care of the cat until she's back. Cat runs out of the building, so he steps outside in his boxers and a coat. Okay, and then all the buildings in the world just flatten down. Like, they describe it like stepping on a tin can.
Right.
And just, that's it. The world's over. He was outside, so he's safe. Okay. But all the buildings are just crushed. And then he gets like an HUD, like in video games, with like text saying, your planet failed to pay us this debt they told us like 2,000 years ago. So this is us reclaiming our debt. You do have a chance to survive, though. There's these stairs all around the world you can go in, and there's a 19-level dungeon, which if you survive, you're good. You get to live in this planet and whatever survive, you know? But that's the only way you get to live. If not, everything gets destroyed.
Okay.
So it's cold as hell. It's snowing, and he's only wearing boxers, and he's with a cat.
Yeah.
So I think the cat...
I see the cover of the cat. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the cover I like. If you look up the hardcover... Look up that's the one I own because I prefer those. I feel like for anyone who's listening, if you look up Dungeon Crawler Carl, look up the hardcover edition. Because honestly, if you just showed me the one you just saw, like the trade paperback, it's kind of ugly. And I'll say that out. I'll put it out there. It can kind of like mess with you. But he goes into the dungeon with the word. There's like 11 million people that go into the dungeon. And I think by the time he gets to the second level, there's like less than 1 million. Like, dude, but like he's in it. He has like an HUD. He has like an inventory, and like he gets achievements. But also, he doesn't want to be there. Like, there's like an AI that runs the game.
Okay.
And it's like televised, and he'll get like an achievement, and it's like making fun of him. And it's sort of like, for example, he's not wearing shoes. And he just wants shoes. That's all he wants. Like, please give me shoes. But then he's having to like kill like goblins with his feet, like stepping on them or kicking them. So his barefoot abilities keep leveling up. kind of forcing him to not wear shoes. And the AI, the more he wants shoes, the AI won't give them to him.
I gotcha.
So it's sick, dude. It's pretty funny too. It's like kind of like bro humor. I'm not gonna lie. Like there's like there's gonna be like comments that are kind of like, I don't want to sort of misogynistic at times, but it's also like it's the character. I'm not defending it, but it is the character. And I think if you can understand that the character is just that way, or like the AI is an asshole, you can understand that, like, you know,
dude. It sounds really funny. It sounds kind of I don't know, like whoever did Hitchhiker's Guide, like Douglas Adams or whatever, sort of like kind of vibe. You know, so
it's sort of like that. I think like if you can like step, it's good. I have no complaints, but if you can step back and be like, okay, this is what the book is. Like for example, there's a part where like the AI has like says like he, she, it instead of like they, and I'm like, well, it's an alien AI because it is from another planet. Like it's not an AI made on Earth. It's like at first I was like, oh, that's kind of wild to say describing like a creature, but then I was like, oh, it is an alien AI. Like I get it, you know. So I haven't heard a lot of people complain about that. It's just like my internal like sort of like dialogue. But everyone I've seen talk about it has been raving about the book.
My only thing is that I was like, oh, it's part of a series. I was like, oh, okay,
dude, okay. Gotcha. So that was my same feeling, but I'll tell you this: there's only 3 books out right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I totally just misunderstood. Yeah, that's not that bad at all.
He's written like 7, but they're being released like digitally or something. That he's releasing the hardcovers as the year goes, and he's not done with the series. So like, there's only 3 out right now, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I read fast, but they're one-day reads.
Gotcha.
Because they're so entertaining. My best friend just started reading it, and he's in chapter 5. Like he was like, dude, I can't stop.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So, Dungeon Crawler Carl, dude. I think
I'm sending you a copy. Yeah, I'm sending you a copy.
I still have to send you your present too.
I received your book here. Don't know why I put it to my house.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's pretty good, dude.
Right on, dude. What else have you? Or should I go for some stuff that I've been reading too?
Oh yeah, I've been reading nothing else. I mean, comics.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, so Misery too. I'll put that on my list because that's something I want to get to, like some Stephen King stuff. Now that I'm getting back into reading this year, so dude, one thing I want to recommend you, right?
Go for it.
You got to read Project Hail Mary. So I haven't had a chance to yap about this to you yet, right?
He wrote The Martian, right?
Yep, he wrote The Martian up there in the author of The Martian, if you can see it.
Oh, okay. It was a little blurry, so you can tell that I'm smart.
Yeah. So. Dude, this book is fucking awesome. This book is so good. Soon to be a movie starring Ryan Gosling. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah. Just get ready for Ryan Gosling. So, it's all about this dude who he's sent out into space on like a rocket ship. Right. He's in a coma.
Normally,
he wakes up and he's like, "Who am I? What is this? Where am I? What is this mission I'm on? What's going on? I'm on a spaceship. What?" So he has amnesia. He doesn't know his own identity. He doesn't know the mission that he's on. So he has to figure all this stuff out and slowly get his memories back. They come in bursts. And that's kind of like the narrative structure, how Andy Weir kind of explains what's going on is the character finding out about it. He's remembering it too. So that's when the audience reads about it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of smart.
Okay, I'll tell you this. That's sort of how Dungeon Crawler Carl goes.
Gotcha, right on. Cool. So it's kind of a similar
because he finds structure. He doesn't know how the world works, so he's discovering it with you.
I got you. Yeah, so kind of similar. So he's out, he's alone. The rest of his crewmates have they died in their coma thing. And the mission is to save Earth. That's the Project Hail Mary. This isn't spoiling it because it's kind of like the whole thing, but something's going on with the sun. So that's like the mission that he was sent on. The Earth is getting messed up very quickly because the sun, there's something wrong with it.
Okay.
So that's the mission he sent on. But dude, I'm telling you, once you get to about like this way through, like that's what I've told you so far. This book takes like the craziest right turn, and it starts like speeding down that way, going like a million miles an hour, and it's so sick.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but
no, you had me at Ryan Gosling, dude. I did not need to hear anything else.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I'm telling you, once you hit like this point, this book like opens up and it turns into like a whole other different book.
Tell you this, I'll buy it next week.
Right on, dude. And listen, nice. It's a 460.
But this month I've only read
a 1 week read, probably not too bad.
This month I've only read one book. I've been hella busy.
Here's the thing though with this book, right? I feel like a lot of people, they might be turned off from it because of it's like a science book a little bit, in the way that, you know, Andy Weir is a very smart guy. When he's writing, there's like some, you know, scientific stuff going on in the book, like the guy's doing calculations and all that stuff. I feel like a lot of people, they'd be turned off by a book like that. But I just gotta say, man, like, the guy is the smart guy. The character in the book is the smart guy. He's doing the calculations. So just keep reading, right? Like, as long as you get the basic premise.
You're already reading a book. You're enough of a nerd. Just put up with it.
Because I really do feel like a lot, like all these like, it's too complex.
You picked up a book. You picked up a book about space travel. You're a nerd. Put up with the math.
No, but what I'm saying, so like in my opinion, this isn't even like that crazy sci-fi. Like, it's probably in our world right now, and then there's only like maybe 2 crazier ideas that, you know, an explanation for, you know, space travel going into a different solar system and stuff like that. But other than that, dude, it's very down to earth, you know, kind of book. Andy Weir is just an insanely good writer. Chrisian,
I'll read it
to your stack, dude.
I know it's on my list. It's on my story graph.
So it's not
Which, by the way,
big.
You should get a story graph.
I don't know what that is, but for your height thing, dude, this is too small. You need one that's thicker.
Let me kind of correct the idea of the height thing. I'm not just getting thick books. I'm just getting books. It could be small
I know,
books.
But listen, if you want, you get a little bit. You get the hard cover, and then maybe it's a little thicker.
No, I'm not cheating there. I'm getting books.
Dude. Good luck.
Like this. Good luck. This is not thick.
No, not so much.
I'm still reading. It's only 330 something pages.
I want to talk about this with you though. So you got to read this quickly, dude, because
I'll get it if you read
Dungeon Crawler. So good.
If you read Dungeon Crawler,
wait for you to send it to me, dude. You tell me. Okay. You tell me to read this book. You say don't buy it because I'm gonna send it to you. I'm like, okay.
I'll send it to you. Okay. Which, by the way, I was thinking about your Christmas present to me. I think the conversation was like, hey, by the way, I sent you something. It's going to arrive later than Christmas, though. And I was like, okay. And I sort of forgot about it until today. And I was like, oh, I guess it is after Christmas.
Yeah, I got the thing. It's over there. I can send it to you. It's already packed because
I got it. Yeah, I got to send you a book, too.
But, dude, God, it's so good.
It looks
so good. I'll say this, without spoiling it, I don't know how the hell they're going to make this into a movie. I'm just telling you this right now because you'll see once you read it. There's something that like makes no sense in a movie. That's all I'll say.
Listen.
You guys will know in the comments if you read it, you know what I'm saying? So but anyways. All right. I don't want to spoil because I really do want you to read it.
No, so, let's go. And playing, I can tell you, dude, 2 seconds. Okay. Tony Hawk American Wasteland, Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing else.
He's not been playing that much. Real quick, I got one more reading.
Oh, you have one more reading. Oh, just it's real a comic. Quick. What are you, nerd?
I know, dude. We got to talk about just a little bit of comic books in this podcast. Dude, Chrisian, Superman Up in the Sky. Before the movie comes out, you got to read this. Everybody in the comments too. So it's written by Tom King. It's all about this girl who gets kidnapped by an alien. Okay, and the alien just shoots off. The only person that can save this one girl is Superman. Batman can't do it, you know what I'm saying? Batman can't fly through space and all that stuff. So Superman goes on this quest to save this one girl, and it's all about like how far would Superman go to save one girl? You know what I'm saying?
Up in the Sky? So, who wrote it?
Tom King.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. And it's you know, every issue he's like overcoming something, whether it's like a mental struggle or it's he has to fight someone, he has to outlast them or whatever. It's like every issue he's got to do something.
That's cool. That's really
cool.
To
save the one girl.
That's really cool.
Yeah, dude. So it this should be a fucking movie, brother. I'm telling you.
That sounds cool to me, man. I'll read it for sure.
Yeah. Not to spoil anything, but there's this one issue where it's kind of like a DMV. He's trying to send a message to Lois back home.
Nice.
And since he's all the way out in space, he's like, they're like, wait, take a number. And so he has what we call a Zeb Wells effect, where he's like going insane. So it's like, how patient is the Man of Steel or whatever?
I saw.
Right? He's like so pissed. He's like, dude, I just want to talk to Lois to find out if she's okay. And like the whole issue, he's like freaking out. And but yeah, so Tom King, man, what a guy.
Tom King,
Superman up in the sky. And then real quickly, for what I've been playing, I just want to tell you guys, dude, I hooked up the PS3, brother. Got the PS3 going.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got a PS3 that also plays PS1 and 2 games.
I have the PS2 that plays PS1 game.
There you go. So now I've got all the consoles from PS1 all the way to PS5, and we're gonna be playing some PS3 this weekend, dude. Real excited about it.
Hell yeah!
That's what I'm about to play. Oh, also, I got the DS going, dude.
Nice.
Like so we got I'm gonna start a run of Pokemon Heart
Which
Gold.
one? Oh, I've never played that one. I stopped at
Black, white.
Diamond.
Diamond. Okay, I had Pearl. My brother had Diamond. That was the cool thing, brother, because my brother had he would always get the other game. Yeah. So like he would get the Soul Silver. I got Heart Gold. So we'd always have cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I traded all my old Pokemon to my brother's game, Soul Silver. So now I'm gonna start a fresh run on Heart Gold.
Nice. No, I got Diamond, and my brother played sports.
There you go. Exactly. Yep. So yeah, dude, we're starting the adventure, guys, in Pokemon.
That's nice. Heart 3 Gold. Minutes in, dude.
Fresh. I just deleted my old
save.
You
did the intro. That's it, dude. That's sick. That's sick. I've honestly just been playing Disney's Extreme Skate Adventure and Tony Hawk American Wasteland because I'm making the skating video for my YouTube channel. Which, by the way, it will not be out March 1st. I need more time. But that's only fair. Because like I was thinking like I was just gonna put it out and I was like, this is not this is not good. It's not that it wasn't good. It needs to be the best it can be. I'm not just gonna put something out to like meet a timeline.
It needs some more time in the oven. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's still gonna be like a video a month, but I just want it to be perfect.
I got you.
Yeah.
Right on, dude.
Yeah,
reading, watching, playing.
We get to an hour.
We got to an hour. I mean, we filled an hour. It was a nice big, nice episode. Honestly, I mean,
yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about that we missed?
I mean, there was Megacon, but I mean, you want to just?
I can say this. I got to hang out with a lot of the writers and artists, which was super nice.
Yeah, you did. Playing darts with them, dude.
I played darts next to James Tynion, which was nice. I will say this. I'm not gonna like sit here and talk about like I'm not gonna sit here and he's really good. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about like them because like they're people. But I'll tell you an experience I had.
Yeah. Okay.
I threw a dart, and like we're standing. He's James Tynion, Chris Condon, and Martin Simmons are probably standing like 6 feet away from me.
Goated lineup, by the way.
Yeah, I threw the dart, and I pulled a muscle in my bicep.
Yep.
Throwing a dart.
Yep.
Which is like the most embarrassing thing that can happen to you as an adult man.
Right, to like hurt yourself doing something really lame, yeah.
But I continued playing the entire game because I didn't want to be ouchie. I didn't want to be a wimp and be like, "Ooh, I hurt my arm playing darts." So I just straight face, just
like they're gritted teeth, brother. He's throwing these darts.
And if they listen to this, I don't care. But that's the highlight of it. Just honestly, that dart game of me pulling a muscle playing darts.
I got you.
I also met some really cool people. Caleb Addy, I think is his name. He's a DJ Space Invader on Instagram. Really good artist, which you would love. I'll send you his art. Then Ben Templesmith, really cool guy. And just a really cool experience overall to get to
did you go for how many days did you go for?
2, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay. Saturday, Sunday.
Really cool experience, honestly, just walking around the floor. Met Speed Sultan, Cosmic Collector, and all of them.
The boys.
Which, by the way, they're listening to this. Cody can attest to this. I suck at names.
Was Kai Bucks there?
Probably.
Dang, dude. I'm doing a video with Kai this weekend, dude. I love Kai
I suck at names. I know, like, I follow all of them and I watch their content.
Yeah.
But like,
what's
Cody, you
one of their names?
Cody, you have been with me at an Airbnb where you've had to tell me people's names who are staying with me for the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, it's not me being an asshole. I'm just not good with it.
Yeah. Well,
I watch all your content. I just don't know your name.
Right. Not everybody was, dude. Everybody was going to Megacon, dude.
Dude, it was pretty good. I met that one guy from the Escape the Pod.
Oh. Escape
the Pod, yeah. Escape the Pod, yeah. Or like, yeah, the Escape Pod. Whatever, dude. Nice guy.
It's called the Escape Podcast?
Yeah.
Or the Escape Pod Podcast.
I don't know, man. He's a nice guy. He was nice. I asked him for a picture to send it to you.
Well, there's the one guy who shoots the basketballs also.
It was not, yeah, that's the guy, not the hat guy. I met the other guy.
The basketball guy seems nice.
Yeah, he's the guy I met. Yeah. He had to crash out about Star Wars Last Jedi.
I gotcha.
Which, like, hey, fair. But nah, he was nice. I just don't watch their podcast. I'll put that out there.
I like how you still got a picture with him, though. That's pretty funny.
Well, I had to send it to you.
Yeah, right, because it's... Nah, I gotcha. That's a good point. Well, guys, listen. I think that brings us to the end. It sounds like Chrisian had a great time at Megacon.
I had a phenomenal time.
Next year, maybe Cody will go.
Maybe Cody will go. Hey, if Cody comes... I'll put this out there. If Cody comes to Megacon next year, I will get him tickets to Disney or Universal.
Oh, that's true.
Wherever the people are going, we will go.
Oh, true. Yeah.
And have a fun time.
Now I heard they're doing like surge pricing, which is kind of crazy at Disney.
Dude, no, we'll go. It'll be fun.
Yeah. No, that would be great, dude. So, listen. But next up, we're gonna hit up C2E2, guys. We're gonna try as hard as we can. I'm going. I don't know if Chrisian's going, but I'm
waiting there. For. Yeah, I'm going. However, I'm going.
All right, right on, dude. So we'll be there. Color Break will be there.
Yeah, we'll be in contact with everyone who is going to C2E2 if we like you. If we don't like you, you'll know when we don't message you.
Yeah, I'll probably be dressed like this.
I'll probably be dressed way better than this.
Right on, dude. So Color Break. This has been episode
49.
48 over there, but it's 49. Anyways, it's been episode 49 of Color Break, your third favorite comic podcast. I've been Cody. That's been Chrisian. Thank you guys for listening.
Yep. Don't forget, we love you guys, except for the ones we don't.